Let's hit this.
What's up, man?
We are with Christo
Buytrndach.
Buytrndach.
man.
Buytrndach.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry for my Afrikaans, guys.
Featuring Dean Mansell. though.
I'm trying, yes. I'm trying my best. We are with Empire Studios, at Empire Studios, sponsored by Empire, and obviously the Daily Calendar.
Yes.
My man, the Ultralord, your mother's favorite producer.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Dude, it's only a pleasure. We here to talk about your business today, JC Fast Foods.
Yes, JC's.
I actually had some of your food today. It was lovely.
Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, man.
Dude, I like the
Pleasure.
fact that you take it to that next level, and like I got there and it wasn't all fried.
Yeah.
It was nice and air fried,
Yes.
air heated. So that little extra, I like the fact that you're looking after us and that you're doing that next little conscious step
Yeah,
in
man.
looking after your customers. It's dope.
Keeping a little healthy because we make most of our stuff in oil anyway. So I thought just bringing another aspect to things. I know I have an air fryer at home. I basically cook all my food in the air fryer, and that's a little bit more healthy, or a little more healthy. I don't know how to say that properly, but yeah, we do have. It is a fast food place, so it's not all about health, but
Yeah.
every little helps, you know.
Every little bit helps, dude. Every little bit helps. So I'm gonna hand it over to you. Explain to us how you got into this. What was your motivation behind your business step?
Business, man. I saw the opportunity, man. I like making food and all that stuff. I've done a few things in the past, and then I started working at the garage, and I'm doing the books for them and whatnot. So we had the empty space over there, and there used to be a place before called Back to Basics. Actually, like a quite catchy name and all that.
Oh yeah.
But they were covering for a certain market, man. They made some home cooked meals
The
and all.
pie store.
Yeah, no, but it was more. They had a little bit. They had a few pies, but they were covering for like they had made home cooked meals, and that was like their main focus, you know. And it's great and all that, but you can't just focus on that alone. So I saw the space, and I saw the gap because there's only one other place in Rubikstad that cooks takeaways or fast food. So
Maxi Bites.
Yeah, Maxi Bite.
And there's another place.
there's Bimbos at the other
Bimbos,
garage,
yeah.
but I don't think they're that popular, if I can say like that.
Yeah.
Like that. They also have like a certain target market and people that go there like every now and then. But Maxi Bite is like the only place that I've seen Rubikstad. Like I go buy all my food at Maxi Bite.
Dude,
Usually.
I love their 2-burger special.
I love the Gordon Blue for me. That's the
But
Gordon
we're
Blue
not there to talk about
for me.
we are to talk about your
Yeah.
business.
So I saw that like on that side of Rubikstad, there's no one covering that area. There used to be MJL or whatever. They used to Save More or Save. Yeah, it used to be Save. Right now it's Save More. But there's no takeaway food businesses on that side of town. And there's a lot of people passing there in the day, in the afternoons, after school, business people that stop there. Because everyone has to fill up their vehicles and stuff on the way to site or whatever. So I just thought like, why not, man? I grabbed this opportunity because why not? I can, every little bit helps, you know, like another day, another dollar, like they say. So
Yeah, man.
I'm just hoping to turn it into a success for myself, man, and just like build on my future and all that stuff. So quite exciting, quite stressful, but we're doing it.
I keep on saying to people, coronavirus killed a lot of businesses that were up and running. A lot of big businesses because it's a lot to float. But if you have a bit of capital now, to start a business in this economy is actually a good thing. I think young entrepreneurship is what's going to take our country to that next level. It's going to create jobs. This is what we really need right out here now is job creation.
Sure, man.
You know what I mean? And yeah, why are people so afraid of failing?
Bro, because people, it's just the egos that get in the way, you know?
You know?
Like, they just don't take the problem. Like, if you fail, just get back up and just try again. Like, why not, man? Why do you have to lose when you're already at the bottom, if I can say like that? Like,
Dude.
yeah, and if you have the right backing as well, like, there's always opportunities, man. You can do anything. I believe in that. So, quite content with all the stuff going on. Like, I actually thought about that the other day. Like, say, if, for instance, like, I'm not speaking it over myself, but if this fails, this venture, like, where to next, man? Like, I'm just gonna get back to the drawing board, get into something else, like, because there's always another opportunity. You just have to find the right one and just see the gap where the gap is. Like, fill up the gap. I don't know.
Well, that's all business is being able to supply a demand, and that's what you're doing. You saw, like you say, a gap in the market, and you had the guts, you had the backing to take that initiative and just go and start a business.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of us should do. And Bongo and I were talking the other day, your mother's favorite producer, that you know, we've probably done about 1,000 things in the last 2 years. Well, not 1,000 things, but we've been hustling at a lot of things, and we just need that one to stick now. You know, we just need that one to kind of push us out of that into that next bracket.
Just get over the...
And just that financially mainly, but also in the state of like, I feel Welkom is also a place where certain industries you can grow as far as you can, but then no more.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You know, and I think it's very frustrating if you're not like us and versatile, doing a lot of different things at the same time. You're really never gonna make it. You know, you gotta be taking risks out here now.
Definitely, man.
Dude.
I also agree with that. Like Welkom, it's a wonderful place and all that. Like it's a lot of fun and there's a lot of good people here and a lot of good opportunities. But it's so easy to just, I think the right term is stagnate, man. Just like hit a plateau and just stay there, man. Like certain places, like everyone came here to mine, bro. Now how many mines are not closing down and all that stuff. People losing their jobs and they have nothing to fall back on. They're not, like you said, versatile and willing and just able to like try something else. Like they're all, I don't want to say excited, man, but basically that's about it. Like they don't try new stuff. They just like go to sit in the hole and just stay there. Like they don't try and dig themselves out. Like you hustling, doing 1,000 things in the last year and just waiting for that one thing to stick. You know, like keep on trying until the one thing goes through, man. Like that's all we can do every day is just keep on trying. Until we succeed.
It also comes down to the fact of I think like you as I like it to be up to me. Yo, dude, I hate doing things where you're told to do this or you've got a certain time to do that, or not that I'm saying I'm not good with and I mean even targets and all of that, but like I'm more of a self-motivated person. I like working and seeing the results myself.
For yourself as well.
And you know what? I don't know, it just comes down to the point of you want to be able to make 10,000 Rand a day, or do you want to have to make 7,000 Rand a month or 12,000 Rand a month? You know what I mean? And this is what working for a company does. You don't break out and do a young entrepreneurship, is that they keep you in a bracket. You know what I mean? And I just feel like a lot of young people are misused and abused. Even like you've mentioned now in the mine, I've got a friend of mine, shout out Kevin.
Let's go Kevin.
And dude, he's working himself fucking half to death, bro, and he's like risking his life every day down there. It's kind of scary.
Every day, bro, they're risking their lives. I also have a friend working on the mine. My best friend, shout out Byron, his cousin Jock, man. He told us the other day he came to smoke a cigarette with us. We just had a nice catch-up session, man. There was like an explosion underground, and he like got elevated and stuff like was hit against the rock and all that jazz. Like it's super crazy, man. They work all day long. We never see him because he's always underground or working or tired, bro. Like I can see him. He's so tired, man, and they don't get the rewards for that hard work, man.
Yeah.
Sure. They don't they're not rewarded for what they do every day.
Paid so little, that's the problem.
So little, man. So much input and not a lot of output. Like that's like you said with working for the company stuff as well. Like they limit you and put you in these brackets, man. But that's also, you can go back to the year-old saying, like, the man always wants to control you, bro. They don't want to see you succeed. Like, you just stay and work for them, work towards their goals, work towards their vision, empowering them and doing everything for them while they just sit back, see everything just rolling in, you working yourself after death with no recognition. Like, that's...
Dude, I'm all for it. I mean, there is people in this world that need to work for a salary every month, because that's like, it's what they need, that security.
Yeah.
But it's not for me. And I think we young,
bro.
You know, we can still afford to make mistakes. We can still afford to do things differently, and that's important. I think make your mistakes when you're young as you can.
Yes.
Hey.
That's exactly what I wanted to say now, man. Like, we are literally the ones that can afford to make mistakes, and say lose everything, end up on a couch if you must, and then rebuild yourself, because we don't have a family yet. We can have a family by all means, but we don't have it yet. Like, this is now the time to take those opportunities or take the risks that you wouldn't necessarily take once you have all of these responsibilities. And if you do take those risks, there also comes responsibilities for sure. But like, we are at that stage of our lives to do it, and we are definitely able. And like young visionaries, I would say, and like we need new ideas, new thoughts, because it's just been so like one-sided, like throughout history. If I have to say it like that, like everyone just does the same thing, just goes through the motions, and they all just
they sheep.
They're sheep, bro. They all actually they just get chased into the camp at night, and just like they find with it. Hulle wil net kraal chill, bro, en hulle is net tevrede. Like, what's the vrede in English, man?
They're satisfied.
Satisfied. Like, that's also a thing I wanted to say. Like, people just get satisfied too easily, man. Like, they don't want more. They're like, okay, cool, I have this. Like you said, there's people that has to earn a salary every month and stuff, because for that security for them. And then they're satisfied with that, like living their like little life, like standing in their line, doing the sheep work they do, and just never get out, bro. Like, just peek through the fence and just do something else for themselves.
I'm personally happy when people say to me I'm crazy and I'm doing weird things, like this kombucha thing that we're doing now, and I love it, because I always say to people, 10% of the world has 90% of its funds, so they're weird. They're out of the norm. So if you're saying that I'm strange and I'm like all uppity and like not doing things the way school teaches us, or your parents teach you, you got to leave school, you got to go and study for something, you got to get a job, and that's the criteria that you can follow. But like, I want to be different. I want to be testing myself all the time. I want to be on that edge. And that's really what it is, bro. It's living life. And we said it in a previous podcast. How much do you value yourself? You know, if you believe in yourself enough, and you value yourself, and you place your self-worth high enough, then you should be able to say to yourself, you know what, if I expose myself to the world and I go out there and I give it my 100, no matter what it is, whether you're hustling furniture or you selling fruit on the side of the road or working for a company, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you will succeed and you will do well. And you will stick out. Yeah. I just feel sorry for people that don't want to give that that bit of themselves out to the world like that. Yes, man. It's scary, bro. It's insecurity that comes out in people.
Like telling the fruits and stuff, like just hustling. Don't care what people say. Like, if they say you're weird or against the norm, like, thanks, man. That's what I'm trying to go for. Like,
that's what I'm going for.
I don't want to be like all of you guys that just sticking to the basics and doing your thing like every day like usual. Like, I want to be different. I want to have something better for myself, and also, like you said, placing yourself first, man. Because if you're not first in your own life, like, what are you doing? What are you doing out here, man? Like, 100%. You have to ask for yourself, because at the end of the day, you are alone in this world with all these people, man. Like, everyone, they hustle. Yeah, you hustle and venture together with some people, but of the day, if something fails, and that's on you, man. Like, you're there for yourself, so why not just take those risks, place yourself out there, do something better for yourself. But by doing better for yourself, you can definitely uplift others. That's also a wonderful thing about life, man. Like, not being selfish, but you have to invest in yourself. That's a big part of it, man. So
how much staff do you have now?
Just one for this stage, man. It's actually a guy, Marek. Shout out Marek, the chef. He's one of my good friends, man. We went to school together. We played rugby together and all that stuff. I actually know him. We matriculated together. And we spoke the other day. He came to fill up his bucky, man. And we spoke, and he was also hustling, man. Like, he was having his food cart there. I think it was Tosa College there by Game. Oh, yeah? Correct? Or Edu College, I'm not sure. But he was hustling, making his food. He makes the best scum bunnies, bro. I'll compliment him on that for sure. And then we spoke a little bit, and he said, like, things are tough out here, man. And I also was looking for someone, so we just linked up and we did this business venture together, man. So that's quite cool. So I have one employee at the moment, but I'm looking to branch out for sure, man. there's actually someone. There was a few people while we were cleaning up and setting up the place that came to ask there, like, is there jobs available and all that stuff. So people are desperate for it, man. I would also like to give out some more jobs, but at this stage, it's me and him working there. I pop in sometimes. I do the things myself as well. Like today.
Well, today you made my chicken wing. No, you made chicken strips.
Chicken strips, man, and some chips. Yeah, so
that was delicious, by the way.
Thanks, brother. And
that sauce is nice.
Oh, the sauce. I'm also
the sweet chili sauce.
Sweet chili mayo, man. I love that stuff.
Dope, bro.
Like it complements all the other stuff, man. Yeah. That's quite good. So, yeah, I would like to branch out, but for now it's just us because this is like our second week of business, actually, man. So, looking to branch out when things take off. Looking to expand the business as well. Like I have a good vision. I have a big vision for the thing, but for now, yeah, it's just us, one employee for now.
But you know what? It's you're the one that's putting food on this guy's table. How dope is that? You're the one that's maybe, I don't know if he's got kids.
No, not yet, man.
But
Hopefully not.
Eventually you'll be buying little pencil cases and pencils and books and stuff for that little kid.
Yeah, man.
And
so
that's dope.
That's quite dope. Like it's not. I wouldn't say it's empowering because that's also stressful, man. Like if we don't perform, I know me and him are also going to struggle after that. So that's why I need to keep on hustling, man. But putting food on his table and putting food on my table as well at the same time, man. So
you'll get there, bro. I opened up my first furniture business when I was 17 years old with my great-grandmother. And we did pretty well. And we had 4 employees. And 2 of the guys had little kids. And I was just very young, a young entrepreneur. And I was part of the Chamber of Commerce, and I saw like this whole like a vision for my business and everything, and it kind of humbled me the day when I realized that this is actually something that I'm doing for them. I'm feeding them. I'm helping them buy school supply for the kids. I'm helping them pay for their education. Big responsibility, but it's also a big honor.
Yeah, for sure, man.
To do that for someone, there's very few people in this world that can actually say that they've done that. They've supported another house. And I know my man Bongo does that all the time as well. There's always people at the studio, the house is open. You know, and it's just, it's very fulfilling.
Sure, man. Just fulfilling to be like just a helping hand, to say the least, man. I also have one friend I really look up to, you, man. Anton, they own a Longer Glass and Aluminium, man. And we always speak. Like he has a big workforce, man. Like I actually worked there myself just when I came back from overseas, bro. I was working there. I wouldn't say a technician. I did some installments sometimes, but I was more in front of the shop as well because I like working with people. I am quite good at it, if I must say so myself, man. So that was a good aspect to be there, and just seeing the way he works, man. Like he's 2 years older than me. Like I'm 23 now, he's 25. And just like all the stuff he does, man, like the workforce and all the responsibilities, all the stress, man. Like mad respect to all the young people to just take the chance and just do it, man. You say it's a big honor to be doing that, and such a big responsibility at the same time, because you know, if something fails, like that's not just your own life, I would say, that gets touched through it, but
other people's.
It's a bigger ripple effect. I think that's the right term. So. It's scary and so great at the same time. Like it's empowering, if I must say so, man. Yeah, and that's life, man. It's always an up and down roller coaster, man.
Let me pick your brain a little bit. Just before we jump into this ad break. Actually, let's go to the ad break, and then I'll pick your brain afterwards. Just please stick with us. We're gonna be right back on the Daily Calendar Show. With Christo from JC Takeaways. Been a lit interview so far. Thank you so much for joining us, and I think the next section of the podcast will take it a bit easy. I just quickly want to pick your mind on what your vision is for your company, maybe if you're going to franchise, and what your franchises would be, where you'd start out, and let's like maybe get a bit of a 4 vision going, you know what I mean? We get a bit of a business convo going on where you're going to expand, and talk about some different possibilities. But we'll catch you back on the Daily Calendar Show. And we're back at it with the daily calendar. We got Christo here from JC Takeaways in Freestate, and he's doing some mad things with the food we all love. And yeah, I'm going to be stopping by you all the time, son.
Thanks, man, because I actually see you there quite a lot, like passing through the grandmother or your great grand. So that's quite cool. You might as well.
I like that garage. They're the quickest.
Yeah, really? You think so, bro?
Dude, if I tell you, and your guys are so friendly. So, like, I prefer to go there instead of the engine garage on the top because they flippin' slow engine.
Big man, so a shout out to BP, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Doing the most.
No,
man.
you guys are doing the most, dude. Honestly, your guys' place is the most professional. It's the quickest. Oh, and all of the guys know me personally. So when I get there, they like all look after me because like I've had some nights at like 2 o'clock, bro, where we finish up at Bucket List, or like 3 o'clock in the morning we finish up at Bucket List, and like we've just finished with a set, and I'm like toasted. Get there, I just need a samba chips with some vinegar. I send the guy in, he goes and gets me my chips and a freaking cool drink, quickly sober up before I go home. Because my mom is like that, bro. She waits for me like there at the door. She knows me, dude. As soon as that gate goes cling, cling, cling.
Where have you been, Dean? Like, what have you been doing?
No, she's actually cool. Then she makes me coffee and she's like, "Oh, how was your night?
Oh, that's wonderful,
and how
bro.
did it go?" She's dope like that, bro.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of that because some of my friends' parents are also like that. Then they just come there, not get a thrashing, but they just like, what? Why you smell like that? My mom's quite chilled as well, man. They also know me at the garage. I also come there sometimes 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whenever you want. When we go home after our sessions as well.
Yeah, the guys
nice
always
pile
friendly,
chips and the cooling as well. So no, I'm glad they're welcoming to you. Like that's a big compliment, man. Thanks, man.
No, it's a pleasure. Back on the topic, we were talking a little bit about the future. I mentioned a little bit of franchising.
Yeah, the vision, man.
What is your vision? Where are you planning on going with the JC brand?
Man, I actually gave some thought into it over the weekend, man. I thought about maybe expanding someday. I would like to get this first branch take off, if I can say it like that, and branch out maybe, like, if not, why not, man? Like, I'm actually, like, this is a big thing for me. There is definitely opportunity, man, in Welkom, like, especially in this range, or with this topic, like food. Everyone needs to eat, so that's kind of a blessing, man. Like,
everyone likes quick food.
Everyone likes quick food and good quick food while you at it, man.
And affordable. I see your prices are very good as well.
Thanks, man. And with the prices, like on that topic, I do a lot of I try to go the extra mile for my clients. You know, get some good products like some proper beef patties and some good chicken. I have a lot of local suppliers, man. Like
you go to Barry's or Niche?
No, bro. I know some people. Simone Wheeler and Corny, bro. They supply me. They have like, I think it's Sun Chickens or something like that. They look after the chickens themselves. It's natural, like it's this big ass breast, if I can say it like that. They don't shrink. There's no they inject them with that stuff. Like theirs is all natural, and my meat, my patties and stuff I get from some other butcheries and stuff, like proper beef meat. Give them the proper food, man. I like Convo Foods is also a good supplier for me sometimes, man. And I just try and go all around and get the best prices for the best quality. And I go to the vegetable market myself and I pick out the best products that I can get for what I have, man. So I do some extra effort with that. But back to the vision, I was off topic a little bit. No, I'm looking maybe to franchise, man. I would have liked to go to Welkom maybe, bro. But I want to make a success out of the one at Freestate first, because I don't want to like burn my fingers, if I can say it like that, you know.
You don't want to overreach.
Overreach it, man. So if I do make a success out of it, maybe get 1 or 2 extra workers there in the Freestate, so I can see that it can start going on its own. So I can just like not sit back, but just stay back into a managerial position and just like see that everything is going smoothly, like get the supplies and all that stuff. Then I'll maybe look into branching out, man. I was thinking it's a tough spot to get in, but maybe they're close to the post office, bro. Like, you know, they're by the not say the taxi rank, but that area, bro. Like there's a lot of feet, man, and that's what you want. Feed people walking in, hungry people, the workforce, the working people wanting some food. Because on my menu I have plates as well, so
you can literally get your meal for the night there.
yeah, I can get your meal for a night or for your shift, whatever you want, man. If you just don't want a proper plate of food with vegetables and some starch and some meat, you know, have the quick food that because it's available, you know. Maybe some food carts or something like that. My mind's still running a little bit with all those ideas, but
I was thinking
delivery for sure, man, because I know there used to be a place that does deliver in Rubikstad, and people, I don't want to say it like that, but people are lazy, bro. They like supply and demand, like you said earlier, supply and demand with everything.
I know Bella Mama doesn't deliver to Rubikstad. The only place that does is Panarati.
Rotis, yeah, man. That's literally it. Maybe that East Vena, no, they don't have delivery, right? The Pizza Hut was they also didn't have to do it.
The only place you can get actual pizza, because I don't know, I don't like that Bimbo's place.
I like proper pizza, like with
Fantini's, I think.
Okay. I don't even know them, bro. Like Bimbo's. Oh, in Rubikstad. Sorry. In Rubikstad. Like I've never eaten there. I've eaten some chips there when I was in school still. But that's a really sound place I would go out of my way
to go.
Sure, man. So we also get Panarotis. I love Panarotis pizza, man. And I would actually like, that's the big thing as well, like branching out pizza. Like I can make a mean pizza, man. So if I say to myself,
you're going to put an oven in there.
I want to put an oven in there, man, but I just need some funds, you know, like I did invest a little bit of money, or I invested money now. So I have to save up a little bit more to get a proper pizza oven with the extractor fan, all that stuff. Because I'm pretty sure I can tingle the taste buds a little bit and really start with my pizza, man. And there's definitely a market for it, you know, like
I would love it.
And I think a lot of people will love it because people get not fed up fast, they get bored fast with what you put forward. And if there's only one place they can go to or two places, the third option, wow, sometimes they test it out and they say, okay, cool, there's something new for me. Why don't we go there for a few times till they get bored with me? If it's fine, then they can go to the other place again, you know. Like just options
is to keep it constant. And we saw, especially at Bucket List, like that's what we did. We have sound and all of that, so we literally used to bring the party to Bucket List. Yeah. We made sure that we made a little bit of commission on the alcohol. So anything above 10,000 Rand for the night, like serious comes on. Make like 1,500 Rand for the night, doing the DJ and the what's in it. And then, so we'd make like 2,000 Rand a night, more or less. And if I tell you, there was never a point where there was less than like 200 people. That's why with the kombucha, I kept on saying, like, you have to sell your own product in your place. We wanted to open up a bar and a club and a pub and everything. And unfortunately, that premise is maybe not available for us. So now we had to just change it up a little bit, like kind of
group, man, and you can find it.
You know what I mean? And that's all business is, bro. You just gotta adapt.
Like it's just another new challenge on this long list of challenges. Like, I'm telling you, bro, doesn't have to stop you.
And it's getting better as well. Like this podcast, like our set gets better. The way that we organize it gets better. Our setup time gets shorter. It's just so much. What I say, I think if you can get a delivery system in Rubikstad, you would be above the rest.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly,
man.
You would, bro. You would have your foot in somewhere where there's no one else. Because I sit there a lot of times and I'm there in my room just chilling, and Lucy and I just want something quick, just a quick snack to get by, you know. Got to get in my car, got to go and order food and whatever. The easiest thing is actually just call JC's fucking a takeaway food delivery.
Yeah.
Bam, have my food delivered to my door.
Quick and easy, effortless,
and
bro.
it's fresh because it's just around the corner.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the great thing about Rubikstad. Actually, like 3 minutes drive from anywhere, so man. So fresh, and supply and demand once again. Like out of the comfort of your own house, get your food, get the tasty food there. Just chill. You don't have to do extra effort. So I'm definitely looking into that. I've been thinking this last while, especially over December, man. Like you get people over. You want some food. I was looking to get some scholars, man, with some bikes. Maybe like get them for a short while, check it out, taste it a little bit, and let them do the deliveries. And with every delivery they do, maybe I give them a few bucks for the delivery, and obviously cover their fuel expenses. But that's a good start. And then after a while, I can maybe check into like a permanent installment. Sorry?
I got a car with a car.
In Rubikstad?
Yeah.
Is it the guy who drives that bakkie?
No, it's not a bakkie. It's like a little white Corsa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there used to be a guy that did deliveries for MJL, like the next door place that was just there, but they closed down now. I never knew the setup back then. I never really asked because it wasn't in my
You weren't starting up.
I wasn't starting up a business, yeah. So I wasn't gonna go like, hey man, how much do you charge for deliveries? So I'll definitely look into that. You can maybe hook me up and I can see how it goes and I can contact that person. Because there's always help needed and work to be done. So deliveries do eventually come. We can work out something. So that's definitely something I'm looking into, man. So
you must get yourself a bike.
I know I would like to get a little scooter with the classic box, JC's fast food.
JC's fast foods, that'll be
sure,
freaking
man.
dope, bro.
That'll be dope. I also
you
agree with that.
You must go to Empire Designs to work out a little bit of your stuff.
Yeah.
That's the premises that we sponsored by now, and my friend Nico does the best graphic design, best freaking logos. It's very affordable as well.
Very affordable. I can see that, like all of these graphics and stuff going on here.
Yeah.
He's done very well, man. So I can only imagine what Nico does when he has a little bit of time just to work on his things. And
dude, well, if I tell you, we set up this set. He set up this set in a day. Well, in a few hours, and I'm super happy with what came out. I think it's a very cool vibe that he's putting on.
Me too, man. I like all the decorations and stuff. Like it
gives you like a calm feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
sure.
like I think we're gonna have so many different guests, so many different businesses, and you gotta like cater for everyone, you know.
And it's a welcoming environment and just versatile, if I can say like that. Like anyone can fit in here, man. So and I think like you said, we spoke a little bit earlier about everything gets better with a little bit of time, man. So like this is already great. So just imagine, like you said, in the next few months, like what can happen, like what's to stop you guys, you know. So now
we're probably the only podcast in Welkom right now. So
straight up the best, not the only one, but the best one.
We're the best.
Yeah. No, you're doing the most, guys, and that's wonderful, bro. Like this is also one venture I would have loved to go into. Like I've been thinking, like that's the thing. That's the difference between people like thinkers and doers, and like people who just sit around like, oh, I have that idea, but you don't do it.
You don't do it.
You don't do it. Like I had this idea. I would have liked to have this podcasting going, but I never did it. So respect to you guys for doing it, man. I listened to a podcast today actually, man, about like people like entrepreneurs or whatever, just like people. Oh, everyone has stress. Like that was the thing they covered, stress. And the difference is if you just like give into your stress, or you just go on just doing your thing and working through it and just keeping on and like working for yourself, man. Like it was also about business and entrepreneurship and your true potential, like the mindset. That was the name. So it was quite cool as well. Like that.
Not by any chance Rich Dad Poor Dad, is it?
No. It's what's the guy's name? He always says his name, but it's the mindset mentor, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Let's go and have a look at Robert Kiyosaki.
Like Robert Kiyosaki, I'll go have a look at that.
He's like been one of my mentors in trading. And yeah, he also always he can, because you know, I've got a quite a wealthy dad. So my dad there was never a problem too big for him. Only like it's never something that I can't have. It's just what are you gonna do to get it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, and I've always had that mindset, like there's nothing that I can't do, and if I want something, I'll get it. You know, it's just how hard am I willing to work towards it. And my dad being an entrepreneur, because he also, obviously my dad had me a little bit young, and he had to drop out of high school, and so he started Cell Clinic, you know, in Stateway Cell Clinic.
Yeah, I know Cell Clinic.
That was his first business. And he was at that time the first person to have a cell phone repair shop, and first person to give out contracts for the cell phone and airtime and all of it. So he was like first guy. It was the right time, right place, right time kind of a thing. Bro, and he did very well, and he's done well from then as well. So I mean, I'm very proud of him, and I just had those people in my life that so relentless. You know,
so pursuing their dreams, man.
Dude, I love it. I mean, look, I think all of our parents are a little bit hard on us. You know, my dad would love me to go and get like a normal, let's say more security.
9-to-5 job and
whatnot. Man, I'm just not there yet. I feel like there's a lot to come from me and Bongo, and I feel like there's a lot to come from the brewery. There's a lot to come from the music production side of it. We've got a few amazing artists. now we're doing music videos for MTV Base. So we're breaking it now. Only after 2 years we're breaking it. And that's actually a very good topic. And something that I keep on bringing up is it's a 5-year overnight success.
Bro, it's also 3 years. I've also heard a lot of people say, like, everyone pursues their dream, but they give up too soon. Like,
we live in an age of instant gratification. People want things now.
Because that's social media and all that technological aspects that bring that to us, man. And it's bad. It's bad, man. Like,
good the way of living. Time.
Yeah, like good things take time, and you can't expect to have something like this. Like, where in your life would you have something like that? Never. You have to work for it. You have to grind through it. You have to one step forward and 2 steps back, and fail a little bit.
You appreciate it more, if anything.
Yeah. Like, if you're working hard, you do appreciate it more, man.
Because it's like it sacrifice something.
Yes, for sure. Your time, your energy. For sure, you have to. That's what investment means. You put yourself into it, and not this little bit. Like, you put all of you into it, man. And just work for what you want and what you're gonna have someday. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Like, one day you're gonna sit back, look like, wow, look where I've come from. Like the studio starting up like this, the little takeaway shop, man. Maybe going into a franchise, maybe being the #1 podcast in South Africa. You never know.
Oh, on that topic, I wanted to say to you, I had this dream like a while ago.
Yeah.
I wanted to do over-the-counter non-prescription pharmacy. Like beta pains, grandpas, still pains, things like that, you know. And I wanted to do it also in like a taxi rank environment, like you were saying, a high foot, a high
quantity of people, like movement.
Yes, and what I was thinking is, I wanted to make like obviously a franchised concept, but then I was also thinking what's very important is maybe get like suppliers. You get your franchise to the point of where you can actually not just franchise your business, but you own like your chicken, you own your chicken farms, you own your distribution factories, all of that stuff, your processing, packaging plants, all of that stuff. And then once you've sold your franchise, they still have to come to you for their supplies.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. That's actually that's great thinking, man.
You know what I mean? So
I know what you mean.
The trick is not to really outsource, but the trick is to like kind of keep it internal.
For sure. Yeah.
I think, like you've been saying, you've invested a little bit of money. I think a lot of companies need to kind of budget save in a way that they no longer have to outsource.
Sure, man.
But you own all of you own your chicken, you own your raw materials, your raw products, and all of that stuff, and you actually literally from farm to plate feeding your people.
Actually,
how awesome would that be?
That would be so awesome. I actually had this conversation with someone else the other day. I can't remember who it was, but you literally use your business X to just branch out to A, B, and C. Totally, bro. And then invest all into X once again. Like,
totally, your businesses need to fuel each other.
Yeah.
Same thing. What we've done now with Ultralord Music Productions is, everything fuels itself. Everything's hyping each other, and that's very important. It really is. And I mean, I would like to see you in the future with multiple franchises across South Africa, a shit ton of little trucks missioning up and down from your production factory.
And even then, I can be outsourced, man. Like supplying to other people as well. Like just working and hustling. That's actually that's the dream, man. Like supplying yourself and then supplying other people as well. Like why not? That's also a thing. But let me just say this first. Like Mansel's medication. I thought about that name. It's quite fun, man. But like just branching out like that and supplying other people as well, that'll be great, man. And I've also been thinking of getting into farming because one of my other great friends, George, he's a
Georgie Porgy.
He's a pig farmer, bro. And he does that, but he's with chickens and all that stuff as well. Like he's also one of the sources I get my meat from, man. And I just see like there's always a market for food and meat and all that stuff. Like it's a good area to go into to venture into or wander into, whatever, man. And like it's not that much like it's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've worked there with myself. I've seen what they do.
But imagine what you save.
Exactly, right.
And imagine the quality that you can.
Yeah, like you can put 100% organic products forward, and those things just eat. They eat. You cut them up. I don't want to say it like that. It sounds a little bit intense. You slaughter them and you chow them. You sell them, man. Like that's all it is. You work. You feed them and you spread them out to other people. You sell them, and so that's also a rewarding job. My uncle and them is also farmers, man. So I would like to get into some stock farming. Stock, that's the right term. And I'm actually cattle. With cattle and stuff, cattle and sheep and stuff. Like there's good money in that stuff, man.
Yeah, dude.
And I would like to get to a certain point as well. I have this aquaponics system, man. That I grow some vegetables in, man.
Sweet. Yeah, aquaponics.
So
you got tilapias?
I got koi fish.
Oh, koi fishes.
Yeah.
They do yours. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, well. Man. So that's quite cool. So
if you get tilapias, I don't know if you know what they are.
No.
They're quite a hardy fish. But they've got a very sweet meat.
Okay.
They're very, very. You can like almost freeze them.
Oh really? Can you sell them like for food then?
Yes.
Because mine at this stage, the koi fishes they just feed the plants like they do their business in the water and it goes like that's the feed they go into like this beautiful cycle, man. So I would like to put up like a whole vegetable garden at the shop itself so I can once again supply myself, man. But that's just for the vegetable part of it. So that's quite cool and exciting stuff. So
do it, son. Do it. I think that'll set you apart from everyone else. I mean, you're literally an organic freaking whole farmer.
Yeah.
Bro.
And people can see because
I like to take a lettuce like on a burger and when I bite it, it goes.
Yeah, and ours is fresh like that, man.
Bro.
Yo.
That's what you need,
Yeah, like I love that stuff. I like this fresh taste as well, like fresh tomatoes, fresh onions, fresh.
You notice lettuce. Like buying tomatoes and like bananas and stuff, and they taste so different than like a few years ago.
Bro, it's because of the genetic manipulation, I would say, like to make them last longer on the shelves and in the refrigerators and all that stuff. Like people don't care. People don't care about your body and what goes into it, man. Like they do this because they know we are the only ones that sell bananas, or all of us
mass produce
that stuff, and it's so harmful towards your body, man. And that's quite, I say sickening, but sickening, man. Like it's not good.
And I think for someone like you in a business like you gotta really you gotta be trend setting, like in a way that you gotta almost follow the international standard, even though it's not the standard. Yeah. And I think a lot of the international brands, a lot of the international companies, restaurants and stuff, they're really going for that, because people want it now. They want that healthy lifestyle. They want that healthy living. That's why we went with the kombucha as well, because it's the alternative to people going out. It's that compromise of being able to go out and get turned up, but still have all of the health benefits.
In a safe manner, if I could say it like that.
Exactly, man. and I think it comes down to like you say, you kind of want to be your own supplier, not just for the public wise, but also for supply wise.
And also just knowing
how do you struggle with your suppliers? Do you ever lag, or do you go and do your supplies yourself?
I go and do my supplies myself at this stage, man. But it is I think they're never constant like that. Like it's always. Okay, between 8 and 10. So today we're going to come at 8, tomorrow we're going to come at 9:45. Like you never know.
Yeah.
It's never constant, So I don't struggle, but it is a little bit of extra PT, man. But I like for the vegetables and stuff, I go early in the mornings, go to the market, go buy the stuff, pick them out, bring them back to the shop, get my potatoes and all that stuff. The meat, they've been delivering quite good, like good service on time and stuff. Getting all the portion sizes cut up properly and like we wanted and all that stuff. So I can't really complain as of yet, but I don't want to say never say never, So, but overall it's quite a good experience, man, with all that. But once again, the dream is to supply myself. And like you said, the healthy living, like that's a whole chain, like the veganism and the vegetarians and the same thing. And just organic food. Like I know one of my good friends, girlfriends is actually a vegan, and I know it's always a struggle.
Your good friends or girlfriends? Your girlfriend's friend?
No, a good girlfriend.
Oh, a good girlfriend.
A good girlfriend.
Okay.
Does that make sense, man?
Yes.
No, I know. She came over the other day, And that was actually the first time I had like a vegan person eat with me at my house. But I was like, where do I find patties like that? Like, or like those.
Oh, did you get the Beyond Beef?
I don't even know what it is, but I went to Woolies, and I got those things like the vegetable patty things.
Bro,
And it was such
Beyond Beef.
Beyond Beef, I don't even know what that is, but it's such a struggle, man. Like with all this stuff going on, like I want to be able to cater for all those people and like get fresh products and give them something else.
Could you make something else to the plate?
Yeah, why not, man? Like if supply and demand, if people want it, I'll give it to them, man. Because that is the era we live in. Like,
you know what? I also think could be good for you as well. You know a lot of these gym guys.
Yeah.
You should do food portions.
I was thinking of that, man. But there's so much people. There's a lot of people that do it, and
you must do it better.
I will be able to do it better, man. Because I know my one friend did that venture quite a while ago. They did tailored meals. We had like this challenge thing with this going on. Ayrton, man, he's also hustling and working.
Oh yeah, the Lean's boyfriend.
The Lean's boyfriend, man.
Cool.
But he's a good guy, and he's also in the gym and stuff. And I have a little bit of knowledge about all of that myself as well, like the food and stuff. But there's sometimes it's a lot of work, man, and people aren't constant. Like you get those, I'll say, 20, 40, 60% of people that's constant, and then they keep on doing their routines and stuff. But other people just, it's a mind thing, you know. But with the mind thing, there is cash. The cash is coming in by all means, cool. But I don't know if it's that sustainable in the era we live in.
In
Rivierstad, maybe even Welkom. But that's the thing. If you want proper fit meals, you won't mind driving from Welkom to Rivierstad, because if I'm the only guy who supplies proper stuff and quality, once again, like you can't beat quality, man. Who can beat quality? So it is possible, but I don't know if the healthy community in Welkom, because here, you know, there's like a one-sided thing. Like people do the same thing all the time. Like I don't think there's this big healthy community. Like we can't have this big like park runs with coffee stalls and
don't freaking follow through.
Yeah, they don't follow through. Like they like that's why I was saying it's a mind thing. Like they want to satisfy their mind, knowing okay, cool, I'm doing this little fit thing for now. Over a week, they get over it and they just fall back into old ways.
True.
They don't carry it through, you know.
There's no commitment.
Like it's a commitment. It's a lifestyle, man. Like that's what it gets to. So I've been looking at that as well, because I do the plate sometimes, like I said, but that's more like for the workforce and people who are also a little bit lazy to cook at home, but they still want a proper meal. Like that's where the difference comes in as well. Like that's also a mindset. You want to feed your body properly, because that's your vessel, man. Like if you don't feel it properly, like once again, what are you doing? Like that you walk around in your body every day, do everything you have to do, and you have to work, you have to sleep properly, work properly, train, or whatever you have to do. So yeah, it's possible, but maybe sometime.
Well, I don't know. I'm just spitting out ideas right
now. Yeah.
I think we've spoken enough about the heavy.
Yeah.
Hey, got enough business talk now.
Yeah.
So aliens.
Off the jump, bro. Aliens, man. Brother.
No, you know what? I know you like the Joe Rogan show, and a friend of mine, Louis, like we've been, I don't know, if conspiracy theorists.
I love that.
We've been for years, bro. Because you know what CERN, you know what CERN is?
No.
The Large Hadron Collider.
Okay.
And I love like astrophysics and Neil deGrasse and all of that, bro. And Brian Cox is actually one of the guys that does, works there at CERN. I'm not even going to say his title because there's okay as a PhD in freaking pretty much most things. And I've always said that these guys are like going to destroy the Earth. Because what they're doing is they create antimatter, dark matter, and they just collide protons and neutrons into each other. It's like actually a hadron collider that spans through 2 countries, all over their borders. It's so big, and they discovered the Higgs boson.
The what?
The Higgs boson.
The Higgs boson. What's that, man?
It's pretty much Professor Higgs. He was one of the scientists that figured out that there's magnetic fields around the Earth, okay? And a lot of birds and stuff use it for their migratory patterns and stuff like that. And he actually said, because look, a lot of our calculations were missing in space, especially what gives everything mass. And the Higgs boson pretty much helps you calculate it's what gives everything mass.
Okay.
And yeah, that's like 1 of 100 freaking conspiracy theories that we had going. And then the Joe Rogan came out with his show. Well, he's been busy with his show and just been watching it. And every time someone cool comes on, we just, I don't know, dude. It's so cool to see that now, further on, a few years down the line, they're finding answers to our questions.
For sure, right? It's crazy, man. Like the universe,
dude, it's
and
so dope.
life itself. Like it's such a crazy concept, and just them exploring all these conspiracy theories. Like we spoke earlier about the Alex Jones thing.
Yes.
Alex Jones, like with his crazy claims that he makes, but it turns out to be true. Like it's scary. Like what goes on, and
things that you think is fiction is actually so real,
bro. And like we just living like sheep, looking forward and just going on, but you don't know what's going on outside. And
it's scary.
Like on the topic of aliens, once again, man. Like a lot of these stuff are being desensitized or declassified. Like in America, about UFOs and all those sightings and all that stuff. Like it's scary, man. Like years later, and all these claims have been made, and they deny. Like I said to my one friend the other day, there's one free book from Nicolas Cage. Then there's this book of presidents where all the secrets are kept in.
Yes.
Okay, this National Book of Treasure. No, it's something like that.
It is National Book of Treasure.
Yeah, I think so, bro. Like, and there's all the president's secrets on one book. I would literally just like to tell the guy, like, listen, let's have a sit down like this. Don't tell anybody.
I just want to read this.
Just let me read this and just tell me what's really going on in the world. Like, I want to know. But I think, in the same breath, I can say I'm literally scared to know what's going on all around us, man. I don't think we, as like normal people,
I don't think we should know.
Like some things are basically
screw up your whole reality,
bro. And it's scary. Like I think that will be really crazy because I go on TikTok sometimes and I see these crazy conspiracies about, like, especially this time now, like a big harvest taking place and like portals being open. Like there's a bunch of videos that it pops up. I think that's just in my algorithm or whatever, but it's crazy to see all this stuff. Like I don't even know what's going on.
Dude, go and search CERN.
Sorry?
CERN. You would love it.
Okay.
It's literally probably this will scare you. They're opening up wormholes, and well, that's a conspiracy theorist as well. But I mean, that's essentially what they need to do. You know, they're tampering with some serious. Although, I mean, it's not so much worse than the UV rays that's pummeling Earth at any given time, or like I don't know. There's a lot of things that hits Earth that we don't really even know about right now. I mean, we just pick up 5 senses. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but knowledge is power. We're getting all of these things now. That's why I say to Bongo, you know, we need to do a podcast that not only enlightens people but inspires people, because we have the responsibility to give people the knowledge that they deserve.
Yeah, man.
And I just hope that this podcast is always knowledgeable and people can watch it and get a little bit of inspiration from it and a little bit of guidance.
Sure, man.
I mean, I'm not saying we know everything about everything, but if you get enough people together and enough minds at it, you know, that's what you come to.
Power and numbers and like you said. So, man, I think just keep on doing what you're doing. Like, why not just blessings over you guys, man? Hope for the best, and why not don't limit yourself? I think you are definitely doing some great work, man.
Thanks, bro.
Get some people out here that you don't know everything, but a thing or two might help the right person. Like that's always the thing I also like to say, man. Like let people choose for themselves, man.
Yeah.
Like, you think it's nothing, but the right guy in the right time in the right room, that might mean everything. You know?
Exactly.
So that's powerful, man. That's powerful, and golden. And just keep on doing that, man.
Dude, thanks for being with me. Another episode of the Daily Calendar, done and dusted. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to see what your business is going to do in the future. I'm super excited.
Thanks, man. Me too. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do. Maybe I was one of the first guests on this podcast before it booms, man. So
dude, this is what I'm saying.
It'll also be a blessing, man.
Yes,
so thanks for having me. Like,
please.
this is the first time doing something like this, and it was quite amazing, actually.
Thank you, Nico. Empire Studios,
Yeah,
sponsored by Empire itself, the Daily Calendar. Mr. Ultralord, your mother's favorite producer. Thank you for doing all of the sound and all of the backstage things. I give my people credit, you know what I mean? Credit where credit's due. It's a team.
Yeah.
Team that gets this going.
Bringing the vibe, dude.
Thank you very much. We'll see you again on another episode of the Daily Calendar.
Thanks, guys.